Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Down here, your traffic jockey in the traffic center. We welcome you to the big broadcast, and apologize for my head being so red here. I just washed my face, so I don't know. Hopefully that'll ease out here in just a couple of minutes. Looks like I've been sitting out in the sun a little bit too much. But, speaking of the sun, friends, we are looking at some spring-like temperatures for today. First, let's do a little game reset. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to go till about 8:50 or so. I know we came on a little bit late, but I have a couple other things I have to do later this morning. So I just had to really was no other time to kind of get ready and do things. So we had to take care of that here this morning. So that's why we are just a little bit late. So it's going to be a little abbreviated show, but we'll get right to it here in just a moment. And then we'll be back on Thursday and Friday as well. So again, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks a lot for dialing us up here at 8:12. Again, we're going to about 8:50 or so. Then I have to reconnect with the Staten Island Morning Show, jump in, do some traffic hits for the fine folks there at on Staten Island. So with that said, I was going somewhere with another point, and what were we doing? I don't know. Oh, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hey, we're up to 128 now on the subscriptions. Let's see if we can push that a little bit higher now. We're at 162, so we've got 38 more episodes for that 200. Realistically, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but let's see if we can make that happen, right? Okay, so let's do this now. First, what do we want to do? Let's take out the banner. Let's set everything up here, and we'll do this. And what we're going to do is we are going to go to Chief Meteorologist Jon Rocco, who is in the Weather Center. Let's go to him first and get a check of the forecast. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning, Don. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. It is Wednesday here, and the mild weather has returned. The good news is that'll stay with us here for basically the next week for the most part. Just some rain showers to look out for later on Thursday, and unfortunately the weekend right now not looking so great, not looking rainy or snowy or anything like that at this point, just kind of cloudy and iffy, to use a technical term. So right now we do have a few clouds around the area, but any clouds will clear up later on through the morning hours. And this evening looks mainly clear, all green lights for both the morning and evening commutes. No rain to worry about for today. And as we take a look at your high temperatures for today, 49 in Sussex, 52 in Piscataway, 53 in Trenton, Toms River, and Camden, 56 down toward Millville. New York City, you're at about 53 for today, 50 for Islip, and 48 up toward Milford, Connecticut. Going into tonight, it's not too bad, actually not bad at all for this time of the year. 28 in Sussex, 31 in Piscataway, 33 in Toms River. Atlantic City tonight at 36, above freezing in New York City at 35 and 31 over toward Islip. We'll have much more on the forecast coming up in just a little bit, including the rain showers for Thursday and that extended 7-day outlook as well. Right now, I'll send it back over to Don.
Thank you, Johnny, and good morning to you. Appreciate all the work you do here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. We'll do another check of weather here in about another 15 minutes at 8:30 or so. So we welcome Connor here to the broadcast. Morning, John. Hope you had a great weekend. You too, my friend. And Alexandra, good morning from the city. Good morning to you. And Connor says, however, wasn't happy with yesterday's Rutgers game. Yeah, they lost. Gosh, I forgot who they were playing. I did see it come up in the list, and yeah, so a little bit of a tough loss, but hey, you'll recover for the next game. Tonight is Seton Hall and Creighton, which is going to be a tough game. That's going to be a difficult one. Okay, so let's get to the action here this morning. We started off with Bergen Line Avenue in West New York. There's a big 5-alarm fire still burning through, basically, I don't want to say, maybe it's kind of like a strip mall here. Both ways, 60th Street in West New York and 68th in Guttenberg. Everything is going to be shut down there, so you need to be mindful if that is where your destination will take you here this morning. That is going to be straight away in here, up in this area this morning. You could go with Kennedy Boulevard. It's basically pretty much in this location here. 68th and 60th. This is all completely shut down. And there's been reports of of smelling and seeing the smoke all the way from Long Island City. So, it's 5 alarm fire. It's a fairly large fire. Hopefully everyone is okay. We can certainly replace um, buildings, but, people, different story. So, again, we're looking at that fire department activity shutting down Bergen Line Avenue. Let's go to 29 now, southbound of Parkside Avenue in Trenton. We have a lane down, and northbound on the Parkway, just north of 136. We're dialing out with a crash here this morning, so look for that. So we will go to first that Parkway crash here. A little tied up getting in through the Clark area. Just north of 136, so look for that. Then further up the line into 140, we're moving well. Westbound 78 locals are a heavy ride out to 24. Parkway busy 142 up to 144. Then further up the line 145 into 153. East on 280 is heavy straight out of West Orange right into Newark. And then we've got more delays here. A lot of sun glare hitting you in the eyes. Eastbound Route 3 of Bloomfield Avenue. Also, both ways of Route 80 is busy out by between Route 19 and Route 20. Southbound 208 is heavy into Fair Lawn. And then westbound here on Route 4. I'm wondering if something happened here. No, just some solid traffic where it turns into northbound 208. 17 in Rochelle Park is going to be busy. Let's go out to 280 here. This whole Morris County area is getting fairly hit hard this morning. West on 280. Both ways here are out between exits 1 through 6. Essentially, is that Eisenhower Parkway? I think that's no, Laurel Avenue is 6. This is 5. 4, I should say. So that's dialed out both ways out by Route 4, by exit 4, I should say. 287 heavy south onto 24 on either direction there as you come up the hill in Morristown. A lot of sun glare east on 80 into 15, then again through Denville, Parsippany, east through Morris Plains, and Route 10 is solid ride. We widened the maps up. Northbound 287 looks like there's something going on here. As looks like we got a crash here, not reported yet by DOT. So that's north of 55. My math is correct. Yes, north of, oh, no, wrong one. So that is going to be north of exit 55. So you want to look for that. Let's continue out towards 80. Hope, Blairstown, Western Jersey is good. This a little bit of a blip here on the westbound side of 78, a little heavy here before the 78 toll bridge. Not quite sure what that is, but frankly, the road condition is in pretty bad shape out there with potholes and so forth. So could be, rough road surface, if you want to call it that. There this morning. Both ways at 287, just jamming here, Piscataway through Somerville, Bound Brook. I mean, southbound is back to 202, 206. That's how heavy that is. In Edison, northbound 287 is busy. Route 1, the same drill. Parkway, that is going to be looking good. Route 1, we're pretty busy in either direction coming into basically Washington Road, Plainsboro, Ridge Road. Just a lot of traffic light delays. 29 in the Trenton Tunnel is heavy. 295 north of Route 33 is a little bit crowded. Down the shore, we're fine. Could be a good day to head out to the boardwalk. Could be a real nice day to take a walk on the boards here in Point Pleasant or Seaside Heights, Long Branch, Asbury Park. Get out and enjoy this wonderful weather here today. Kind of our typical drill here on northbound 42 into 55, both ways at 295. That's going to be crowded there in Berlin by Route 30, but Cape May County, 5540, Millville, Middle Township, Cape May, we are good. So let's do this now. Let's go to the New York City incident page since we're on a bit of an abbreviated schedule. And Connor says that was Indiana. Okay, you're right. Yep. Check out the city incident page. We've got Gowanus, outbound Gowanus here at the Prospect. We've got a broken down vehicle west on the Grand Central, disabled truck by Hoyt Avenue. RFK Queens span northbound. So that's going up into the Bronx. Manhattan Bridge back to Brooklyn. Bridge upper level eastbound center span. So let's go to the cameras. Let's check out that Manhattan Bridge situation here. Manhattan bound coming towards us. Brooklyn. To me that looks like it's open. It's going into Manhattan. Hmm. Well, the timestamp on that was. It was almost an hour ago. Upper level into Brooklyn. Center span. That center, so all lanes blocked. I don't see anything, quite frankly. Let's head here. No, Manhattan Bridge is fine. It's the Gowanus is where we're gonna. Pineapple Street. Love Pineapple Street in Brooklyn. Pineapple Street. Try this again. I don't really. I don't see anything. So whatever that was is well. No, I feel like it's still there, but I'm just missing it. Hold on. That looks like everything is open myself. I'm not. I honestly am not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything there, so it's going to take a little while to recover. I mean, we're all the way back through to basically Queens Boulevard. Look how bad that is. That's a massive delay. We'll come back over to Staten Island first, north on the West Shore, a little heavy here at Arden Avenue, and then again eastbound into Richmond Avenue with the long-term construction. Westbound, they're going to be shutting down the HOV lane here at the top of 9 o'clock. Brooklyn bound Verrazano, we are heavy. East on the Belt is pretty solid ride out to Bay 8th Street. Inbound Gowanus is a mess into Fort Hamilton Parkway as we get up into the Prospect. Again, some rubbernecking delays plus the volume, and then the outbound side is just tuned up. Again, that's going to run you well over an hour. Coming out of the Queens Boulevard, the Midtown Tunnel is about a half an hour. Ed Koch, maybe about 10 minutes both ways of the FDR. Really solid here on the east side from basically the 130s down into the 40s. We go out to Queens now, west on the Grand Central, heavy at LaGuardia, LIE, both ways here at the fairgrounds, both ways in the Grand Central, passing St. John's is heavy. West on the Belt is pretty solid, getting out to Pennsylvania Avenue, then again west on into Cropsey Avenue, over to Bay 8th Street to Van Wyck, both directions here as we get out to Hillside Avenue. North on the Cross Island is busy here from Sunrise Highway, getting all the way up into Hillside Avenue. And then south on the Cross Island, we're heavy out to Northern Boulevard. Just a mess, passing Bayside Marina. We go to the Bronx. What else is new with all this red? West on the Cross Bronx is heavy into 3rd Avenue. Both ways, the Deegan at the Cross Bronx is busy. North on the Bruckner Extension is a solid ride, getting on up into the Hutch. The approach to the Throgs Neck Bridge is a little bit sluggish here, so just watch for that. Okay, so let's do this now. Let's go to Long Island. Here at 8:26, 8:30, you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're going to be going for about another 20 minutes or so. I apologize for the short show, but I've got a couple things I got to do later, so I had to get ready for that. Facebook and YouTube are where we are streaming here this morning. Let's go to the southern broken down vehicle eastbound at the Meadowbrook, and then west on the southern. Here, 2 lanes are closed just before the Cross Island CIP. So let's go here. Right in here. It's going to be by Central Ave. Central Ave. Ooh, it's a big hit. Ah. I mean, what kind of saves us a little bit is this little rest area here. So that is right there. It looks like the eastbound side is heavier than the westbound side, with the rubbernecking getting all the way back onto the Laurelton Parkway. Fact is, it gets all the way onto the belt back to Kennedy. Keep that in mind. What else were we dealing with here? That's on the shoulder. It's not going to cause too much of a backup. Both ways of the southern, basically from 1819 Peninsula Boulevard all the way out through the Wantagh. 24, 25 into 28 for 135. LIE West here at 135 is heavy. Then again into 39. Northern State West into 106, 107 into the Wantagh. We are busy. So is the southern here at 109. West on the LIE out by Vets Highway, we are heavy. Sunrise Highway is a little heavy here through the merge. Eastern Suffolk County looks in pretty rough shape here on Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. We will take things on over to the area of Nichols Road. Is a little bit busy here from the LIE. Look for that. All right, let's go to Connecticut now. Wow, a lot of red here this morning in Connecticut. Let's dial that in. See what we got processing. 84 east, 62. The left lane is shut with a crash. 9 north between 15 and 16. Left lane closed. Then it's just normal delays here. 95, 19 through 6. Merritt Parkway, 4935. Okay. 8 and 25 busy here into 95. Wow, it is really busy out here. I think, again, a lot of our friends are just, Wednesdays like going to the office, go to work day. Whereas Fridays are becoming, Mondays and Fridays are the 2 lightest days of the week now with the work from home situation and PTO. So southbound 8. Across the Commodore Hull Bridge is busy. Look for that. Merritt Parkway straight out of Trumbull from about 49 through 42. And again, from 40 down to 36. I still think there's something going on here to the Merritt. Yeah, this is just before you get into Westchester County, just before King Street. So look for that delay. Then 95, normal stuff. We're going to connect the dots here, really. We're going back to 22 through 4. A lot of traffic on in Connecticut here this morning. Hudson Valley, we'll give you the numbers here, and then we're going to go to the Weather Center. We'll come back after that. We'll do a quick sponsorship break, and then we will hit transit. Hudson's, and we'll see what else leaves time for us. Alexandra says Tuesday, Wednesdays are popular days in my office. Yeah. Go figure, right? You think, I get the idea of it, but kind of crazy how these patterns have been changing over the last 6 months. So let's go here. Northbound throughway before the Garden State Parkway. There's a crash before 14A. Westbound 287 before 9. Another incident there. A crash westbound before 9. We know about that. 218 is still shut. Crash on the Taconic by Bryant Pond Road. Bronxville Parkway north of Yonkers Avenue. Left lane is out. 22 north. Wow. Westchester's just getting destroyed here. 684 south in Bedford at exit 4. I hate when it updates like that automatically. Crash with injuries. 202 westbound east of US 9. Crom Pond. Everyone loves Crom Pond Road. So we will go to that Bronxville deal here. You know what? Do I have the cameras up? I don't. Let's do it. Slow. I'm surprised we can get what we get, right? Oh my God, I can't move it. Let's see. 17 cameras in this area, and they're all probably not working. Any of these have it? No. One more. No. Okay. So let's go back to our map. So that's the northbound Bronxville Parkway situation here in Mount Vernon. And just as we come up into Wakefield Avenue, just past that. And then the Hutch, a little bit busy here in the Cross County, both ways here up by just into 22 and into the Hutch is busy. There's that crash on westbound 287 by the Hutch and exit 9. Eastbound, a lot of sun glare right off the Cuomo Tappan Zee Bridge, all the way out to exit 5. So look for that this morning. Southbound throughway heavy from 14 all the way down to 12. Rockland County, we are doing pretty good here this morning on the throughway. 84, 684. Beacon Bridge is good. 9W. Dutchess County looks great as well. 84 is fine. Brewster, 684 as we go south here on Croton Falls. Purdy's Golden's Bridge is just jamming here into Katona. It's a Conic Parkway. That looks pretty good. Route 9 is fine. And also the Taconic Parkway, a little heavy into 9A 100 through Pleasantville and a Briarcliff Manor. All right, so let's do this now at 8:34. Let's go back to the Weather Center. Let's talk to John here, and he's going to give us dial in that 7-day weather forecast. Good morning, John.
Good morning again, everyone, on this Wednesday, halfway through the week. We're almost there. Taking a look at your high temperatures again for today, we have 56 in Millville, Wildwood at around 52, 53 for Trenton, 49 up in Sussex and White Plains as well, 50 for Islip, New York City at about 53 for your high this afternoon. Going into tonight, it's really not that cold for this time of the year, a little bit above where we should be for spots. 28 in Sussex tonight, 30 in Trenton, 38 down in Wildwood, 35 in New York, White Plains around 31, 31 for Milford and Islip out on Long Island as well. Taking a look at that futurecast, again, it does clear up going into this evening, so you might want the sunglasses for that evening commute home. It is tomorrow morning where we have some showers here out in eastern Pennsylvania, but they kind of break up for the morning hours. So maybe just a quick passing shower or sprinkle for Thursday morning, but it's really after about 5 o'clock that this batch of showers will start to move through the region by about 6, 7 o'clock. Most of the area dealing with the pretty steady rainfall for the 7 o'clock hour, and then it clears up going into Friday morning. You can see the sun does come out. So again, you'll want the sunglasses for that Friday morning commute as well. Taking a look at the next 7 days here, 58 for a high on Friday, mostly sunny, so a really nice day on Friday. Cooling off back to the 40s for the weekend. We have mostly cloudy for Saturday. There's a slight chance that maybe we get a quick shower in there, but right now it's looking like it will stay dry for both Saturday and Sunday as well with a partly sunny sky. And going into the beginning of next week, it warms right back up into the low, middle, and maybe even some upper 50s in spots by the time we get into Tuesday. That's a look at your forecast. We'll go back to the traffic now with Don Smith.
Thank you, John. Nice job as always. And boy, this a little bit of a roller coaster. Not as much of a dip in the roller coaster as it was this past weekend, obviously with those sub-zero temperatures. But we've kicked out nicely, as Special K Keith Shiro always says. Looking pretty good as far as those temperatures for Friday. Almost 60 degrees. I would imagine someone's going to hit 60, 62 with that sun really burning up there. So that's going to be fantastic. And even into next week, we're looking at close to 60 degrees and 57 for a week from today. That's just it's unbelievable this winter. It really is. Like I said, I really think looking at those long range models from what Johnny's been telling me, and looking at the range models that he told me to look at, it just doesn't. It's not really setting up that great for really any kind of heavy measurable snow that we're like accustomed to in the winter. Not to say that we can't get it, but it just the trend is your friend, as the G-Man says. And it just looks like it's going to be a fairly mild winter. So I think Staten Island Chuck has been he's been dialed in pretty good with his forecast. So we'll take it, and hopefully you got some pictures of that event last Wednesday, because I got a feeling that could be very well be it. I mean, we're at February the 8th. We set the clocks ahead. I believe it's March. Let's see. Try to do the math. 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's March 12th, because the first of the month for February and March both start on a Wednesday. So I think it's March 12th. So we're almost 4 weeks away setting the clocks ahead, or where it's going to stay light out until 7 a.m. Now, granted, we lose the light in the morning, so now you're looking at 7:15 or so. But anyway, speaking of warmer weather, let's quickly run down our sponsors here this morning. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery will be reopening on March 3rd, so a little less than a month now. So whet your appetite here for some wonderful ice cream, and I think these warmer temperatures can be fantastic. It's going to be a blockbuster opening. I may even go over on March the 3rd, that Friday, and maybe do a little grand opening, welcome back kind of thing. At least I have to see what the schedule will allow me to do, but I think that could be kind of fun. We go over and do a little grand welcome back, not welcome back Cotter from John Sebastian, but we'll do a little welcome back for Ralph at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. So we thank Ralph for sponsoring us here this morning. Now, if you just saw me on camera a little while ago, I just came back from the Shaved Cave yesterday. Unfortunately, my guy Omar is out here for the next couple of months. Fortunately, had a little bit of a car accident, so he's doing well, but he's going to be out for just a little bit. So I got hooked up with Gustavo. Fantastic barber as well. Him and Omar, tops of my books there at the Shaved Cave yesterday. Fantastic cut, as you saw it. Really got the Top Gun Maverick kind of cut here. But it's fantastic. So thank you, Gustavo, sir. Appreciate you fitting me in. Shaved Cave, 1471 Rant Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. And definitely give them a call to make an appointment. Because like I said, they are very, very busy. I just happened to get it at the lull where I was actually the only one in there for just that brief time, which was good. It was right before his lunch. So all worked out great, and fantastic cut once again from the boys over at the Shaved Cave, 1471 Rant Road in historic Clark, New Jersey as well. Let's see what we want to do. Let me bring this in very quickly here. Was it 8:40? Couple of things. Just want to hit this very quickly. We will take the banner out. Maxa Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. Give Nick and Anthony a call. Please do so for a quality, affordable used vehicle. Some of these have some higher mileage on them, but hey, looking for a station car type thing, second car, young driver, new driver, teenage driver. This is the place to come for your motoring needs. He's got the Mazda 6, the Dodge Caravan 2014, 2003 Ford Focus. Got a couple Ford Focuses here. That LeSabre got sold. I was curious to see who bought that. Honda Civic on 107,000. That's probably pretty much almost broken in. Ford Focus, 2005. Let's go to the Jeep Grand Cherokee is still there. Sold to Subaru. The Honda is still there. So is the Pontiac. So there we go. Maxim Motor Cars, again, give Nick and Anthony a call, and that would be at 973-620-9060. Let's talk to our friend Darley Newman. Wonderful travel program on PBS, Amazon Prime, Wonder Woman, Ovation TV's Journey, also New Jersey PBS. That's where you're finding season 10 in the tri-state area at 2:30 on Sunday afternoon. She's up to episode 5 now. So she was in Santa Fe the last weekend. I saw that wonderful show with George R.R. Martin. Very interesting interview there. So please dial it in and check that out if you can. Follow her on social media, darley-newman.com, as well as on her Instagram page, Twitter page, and Facebook page. Now, she also has this very cool shop that she set up now. And that website is darleycnewman.com/shop. Now she has hoodies now with the 10th season of Travels with Darley. Very cool stuff. There's the sweatshirt as well. This is the sweatshirt. It's got the concert tour dates and all of the 59 episodes that she has here on the back. The travel mug is kind of a sharp piece here. I might even pick one up for the set as well. We will go to, this is the one that's got the episode list in the back. This one is just the season 10, and there's the t-shirt as well. So head on over to darleycnewman.com and grab one of these wonderful sweatshirts and t-shirts. I don't know if this is a limited run or so forth, but I'm sure they will not last very, very long. Yeah, I got to see if I can get one of these coffee mugs here for the back of the set. We'll have to see where we can kind of populate that into the set. But so we thank Darley for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so let's go back to our maps here this morning. We'll close out of this. Actually, we do have some comments here. Let's run them down. Let's see here. Anna, Buenos Dias, this past weekend was rough. Looking forward to the warming weather. Absolutely. And Anna says, I think Staten Island Chuck got it right. He sure did. We will see. Well, yeah, I think he's tuned in to it. So Alexander says, Aaron and I braved the cold and went to American Dream over the weekend. Oh, very nice. Did you go skiing or just for shopping? Or did you go to the Mr. Beast burger joint? Let's see. Anna says, wishing Omar a speedy recovery. Yes, that was, I was surprised to hear that. So maybe out for a little while, but we'll put some updates here, and we send our best wishes to Omar there over at the Shaved Cave this morning. Let's do this now. Let's go to transit. Let's just refresh that. I've got about 7 minutes left. I think or 6 minutes. It's about all I can do before I connect with on Staten Island. So Raton Valley, 9:08 arrival into North Penn, 15 minutes there in Roselle Park, 20. So I'd say in Raton Valley, give yourself at least an extra half hour just to be safe, I think is the way to do that. So let's go to, come on. Nope, everything is good there. Let's go to the MTA. Bring in that to the conversation. Delays in the EM, J, and Z. Planet Station skipped on the F. Staten Island boarding changes as well. We go to the rails. Some delays in the Far Rockaway branch. Doing a Penn at 8:44, 10 to 15. Some delays in the New Haven line, 10 to 15. New Haven to Grand Central because of late arriving connection. Friend Metal Mike Haggerty there, keeping tabs on Metro North. There's your rails. I'm going to come back to the subways here because that's the next piece for Staten Island this morning. We were going to do the Hudson River crossings. Yes. Let's do this. We got 30 at the George, 30 at the George, 30 at the Lincoln, about 20 at the Holland Tunnel. Kind of normal stuff there. Let me just bring this in for my side lighting. Friends, I think that is going to do it here this morning. You know what? Let's do one last 7-day weather forecast for those just joining us a little bit late, because Johnny puts a lot of work into these and I want to give him the airtime. So let's do the 7-day weather forecast, and on the backside of that, we'll wrap it up. So let's go back to John in the Weather Center. Morning.
Good morning again, everyone, on this Wednesday, halfway through the week. We're almost there. Taking a look at your high temperatures again for today, we have 56 in Millville, Wildwood at around 52, 53 for Trenton, 49 up in Sussex and White Plains as well, 50 for Islip, New York City at about 53 for your high this afternoon. Going into tonight, it's really not that cold for this time of the year, a little bit above where we should be for spots. 28 in Sussex tonight, 30 in Trenton, 38 down in Wildwood, 35 in New York, White Plains around 31, 31 for Milford and Islip out on Long Island as well. Taking a look at that futurecast again, it does clear up going into this evening, so you might want the sunglasses for that evening commute home. It is tomorrow morning where we have some showers here out in eastern Pennsylvania, but they kind of break up for the morning hours. So maybe just a quick passing shower or sprinkle for Thursday morning, but it's really after about 5 o'clock that this batch of showers will start to move through the region by about 6, 7 o'clock. Most of the area dealing with the pretty steady rainfall for the 7 o'clock hour, and then it clears up going into Friday morning. You can see the sun does come out. So again, you'll want the sunglasses for that Friday morning commute as well. Taking a look at the next 7 days here, 58 for a high on Friday, mostly sunny, so a really nice day on Friday. Cooling off back to the 40s for the weekend. We have mostly cloudy for Saturday. There's a slight chance that maybe we get a quick shower in there, but right now it's looking like it will stay dry for both Saturday and Sunday as well with a partly sunny sky. And going into the beginning of next week, it warms right back up into the low, middle, and maybe even some upper 50s in spots by the time we get into Tuesday. That's a look at your forecast. We'll go back to the traffic now with Don Smith.
Thank you, Johnny. As always, my friend, a great job by our Chief Meteorologist, Jon Rocco, coming in from New Brunswick, Rutgers campus there at the Weather Watchers studio. I tell you, folks, a couple more years once Johnny finally graduates, you're going to see John on TV. There's no question about that. Yeah, mark my words. You can mark the date here. February the 8th, 2023. That is definitely going to be happening. But you can see the Shave Cave. What are we giving it? Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Gray is starting to come in, unfortunately. But yeah, I think Gustavo, love saying that name, right? Gustavo did a great job there at the Shaved Cave. So again, I want to thank him so much for getting me in there for just the last minute tune-up. So thank him so much and all the friends over at the Shaved Cave for that. All right, friends, I have to reconnect here, or connect, I should say. I apologize for cutting it short. We got a nice audience here this morning, but tomorrow, I promise you, we'll be on around our normal time between 7 and 7:15. I'm going to shoot for 7. We'll see what we can do, but yeah, so we'll go for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's do that. And same thing with Friday. So we'll be on a normal schedule, I should say, for Thursday and Friday. Just this morning, just take care of a couple things. So anyway, and get out and enjoy this wonderful spring weather, right? It's just absolutely going to be beautiful here today. Get out, get some vitamin D, get some sunshine, and get out and enjoy. I want to thank Anna, Connor, and Alexander for joining us here on the broadcast. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel if we can. Would certainly help myself and Johnny there in the Weather Center. Let's do the shameless self-promotion here just briefly. And I will bring that in. And wow, this computer is really hitting skids. Oh, my goodness. So we got 128 subscribers. Let's see if we can maybe go to 130. Maybe 200 was too overzealous, but shoot for the moon and reach for the stars kind of thing. So pass it along to your friends. Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. There is a Facebook page as well, but this is what's going to eventually pay the bills here in the traffic center is the YouTube channel. So please, if you can, like and subscribe, pass it along to all of your friends. It would certainly help myself and our Chief Meteorologist, Jon Rocco, there in the Weather Center. All right, friends. So with that said, have a wonderful Wednesday. Drive safely, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.